My friend called me this morning and he told me that this vehicle is a Jeep Liberty. It will not start, and so I'm going to check it out and see what's wrong. It's possible it has a dead battery, but there could be many other things that are wrong. So in a few minutes, I'm going to check and see what we can find. Good. Okay. So the uh, the car would not start, so it's possible that the battery is dead. So I have this the multimeter, and I'm going to check it. And the 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 cold cranking amps is 660. That is for this car. I don't know if it's for this car, but the battery, that's what the battery requires. And for the to know the battery is has a full charge, it has to have at least 12.65 volts. And I have this multimeter. I'm going to test the battery and put it on the DCV. That's the direct current, and so I'll put it at 20. Okay, you cannot put it too low, but 20. And this here, the red, we will put it where it says see, battery. Okay. The black one always stay the same. This part here is when you're checking fuses. It's something low, like DC current. But for the battery that has a 12 volts or more, it's always go to the bigger one. And you got the red one goes to the positive, and the black one goes to the negative. And you have to read at least 12.65. Come to this. The voltmeter. Okay, so you see, it's a 9.96. So that means that it's low, and that's why the car would not start. So now I'm going to show you how to do a parasitic draw test. Meaning, let's say there's nothing, your battery was a full charge, but something else is draining the battery. Whenever you have the battery dies in the vehicle, so it's possible something else is draining it. It's not just the battery. If the battery is old, then okay. But if the battery is not old, and then every morning the battery keep on dying, you have to jump start it, but something is draining the battery. And to find out what it is, there is that test, a parasitic draw test to do. And it's you have to find it's the amperage. You see how much that is being taken out of the battery. Is okay. This red one here, it says that's battery. You put it on the DC 10 amps right here, and then your multimeter, you will turn it. You put it on the 10. Okay. Now for the battery, the vehicle, all these modern vehicles, they do use the battery even when the vehicle is not running. So, and what I do is some people they disconnect the positive cable, but it's safer to disconnect the okay the ground cable. So when we test this, there has to be a small amperage that's coming. It's small. It cannot be no more than 0.60. The reason is because you have radio, you have the light. So what we do is you use the use that's the positive. You put it here, and then you put the negative, the ground, here, and then you look and see. Right now it's at 0.7. Okay, see, it's going down. So it's just moving around a lot. I'm shaky. So it's under 80. Okay, under 80. So which is not bad. If it were a lot higher, let's say it was 100 something, okay, 1.0 whatever, then maybe there is a draw, something is draining battery. But since this is a fairly modern vehicle and there's a lot of stuff in there that's burning, that runs out of electricity, so this is good. When you're doing the test, the parasitic draw, make sure that the lights, the dome lights, the doors, and anything that burns electricity, that uses electricity, is off in the vehicle, because you want to make sure that nothing else is running but the this multimeter. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to test your alternator. Just meaning that to know if the alternator is charging or recharging the battery. Now to charge the battery, once again, is going to make sure you put the black is always still in the black, and then the red it shows here. You see it's a battery, and the other red is for the DC, but you need the DCV, the direct current here. Okay, and then you put the this here on the 20 mark. Okay, so again it's a recap. So the battery has to show at least 12.6 something. You see, 12.6566. So this is a full charge battery, able to start the car. Now, to know if the alternator is charging the battery, it has to go at least by one point, meaning it would be at least a 13.65 or 6.7, whatever. So at least 13. If it's less, if it's still 12, then the alternator is not charging the battery. So let me go ahead and start the car, and then do the reading again. Okay, you can start. Okay, now with the vehicle running, now you see the number, it's 14.467, meaning that the alternator is recharging the battery. Okay, so that's how you check your alternator. So this is how you check to make sure you check to see if the alternator is good or if it's charging the battery. Okay. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.